Everyone, Tanya Nguyen was living her dream life, happily married, pregnant with her first child, and teaching first grade, her dream job, until she says 5 strangers walked into her life and changed it forever.
During the attack, everywhere the stab wounds, all these defensive wounds on my hand, my arm, here, on my back of my head, everything, but I shielded here.
Tanya Nguyen, she is a victim, a survivor, a warrior, and she has the battle scars to prove it.
And the paramedics, they started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 11. And I said, "What are you counting?" And they said, "You have 11 stab wounds, ma'am." And I was like, I didn't even know it. So
you were just focused on the baby.
I was focused on the baby. I was focused on just trying to just get away.
Evil leaving a trail of stab wounds on her body, injuries that may never heal.
This finger is just totally numb.
You don't feel that at all.
I don't feel it.
And then there are the invisible wounds, the scars on her soul.
I fall apart and I just start crying. Like, I was the caretaker. I was the one that was independent and taking care of other people and children. And now I'm just helpless.
It was March 20th. The pregnant first grade teacher had arrived at her Sunland home. Within seconds, she would be fighting for her life. Her car surrounded by 3 men.
I screamed, "I'm pregnant," you know, because I was just so scared at that moment. Like, what if something's happened, you know? I was still in my first trimester, and that's so fragile. That's a fragile time. And he's saying, "You're gonna die." And he's laughing as he's stabbing me as I was screaming.
Tanya's dash cam recording the audio as she fought to protect her unborn baby.
I'm pregnant!
The 3 men then stole her car, crashing it half a block away, leaving the scene in a getaway car with 2 women that had been waiting and watching, say police. Tanya left in critical condition, her lungs punctured, her teeth knocked out by a stab wound to her mouth, the knife's blade still lodged in her chest, her baby's life at risk.
I had to repeat like strong words in my head, and I just kept praying. And I just kept saying, "I'm gonna make it, the baby's gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, the baby's gonna make it." And I just did whatever I could just to protect that baby.
Police arrested 5 people they say are responsible for attacking Tanya, who now spends her days bedbound and in excruciating pain. Comforted, though, by messages of love from her students, hundreds of them.
This one says, "Dear Ms. Nguyen, I hope you feel better soon. We will keep you in our prayers."
With no use of her left hand, she used her right to protect her baby during the attack. She faces more surgery. Her life, she says, is forever changed.
This was supposed to be a special time where a woman feels the most beautiful and happy and elated, and planning the baby room and buying little baby clothes. And I can't even do that now. I can't even move my hand without shaking. I can't bend my fingers, and they cut completely the nerves, the artery, the veins, the tendons.
The road to recovery will be a long one for Tanya, but her baby, due in the fall, is growing. And where there is life, there is hope.
I'm willing to put this behind me and just move on, and all I ask for is just peace in the future. You know, I just want that reassurance that I have peaceful, happy days ahead.
And part of that peace that Tanya so desperately needs and wants includes justice. She hopes that the people involved in her attack face the maximum sentence in court. And they still have not been tried yet.
Yeah, wow. But I imagine that's the sentiment among just about anyone who watches that story. I mean, you just wonder how vicious.
How barbaric.
I'm sure you can relate to this story,
well,
but we want to stress the baby's heartbeat is strong.
Yeah.
Thank God.
She has her next checkup in April. She still doesn't know the gender.
Yeah.
And she wasn't going to do a gender reveal party, but she's trying to muster up her strength for her husband, for her friends and family. She has a great support team.
Well, and that's great, and she obviously has very strong faith.
Yeah.
She is a woman of faith. She prays daily. She is praying through her pregnancy, and she wanted to thank everybody who sent messages of support. Your prayers are very important to her, and she told me that, and she asked me to please relay that message.
And we're with her. Tell her we're with her all the way.
What a strong woman, Gigi.
She's a warrior.
Incredible.